Welcome back, Saber fans. Tony here from Ronin Sabers, and today another install review for you. If you're new to the channel, I do install, repair, and review these sabers, so please like, comment, and subscribe. I also have a website, roninsabers.com, where you can find my finished products and sound fonts. So if you're interested in that, definitely check out the link in the description below. So here we have a Dagobah Duo. This is, I forget what brand exactly it is, but it's Yoda's interpretation. It only came with one version, not the Duo itself, not the full Duo. This customer I did previously a Yaddle for, so if you haven't seen that video, definitely go check it out. This is a fairly simple install. He just wanted all the greeblies to light up, and then he was very specific on the way he wanted the sound fonts and the colors of each. And so the idea is to tell Yoda's full story from, Phantom Menace all the way to Return of the Jedi. And I ended up doing a lot of quotes and samples for this. I think it has over 230 some quotes on there. And so a lot of them are from Kyberphonic's Little Green Friend, but then I did the Empire Strikes Back and Clone Wars and Return of the Jedi. And so a lot of quotes on here. Basically, he wanted the blade styles to match the progression of Yoda. So you'll start off with a very vibrant green with a very low flicker, and then as the years go by, basically the maintenance on the saber basically started going downhill because he didn't have time to really work on it. So it goes from a very stable green to kind of a very high flicker, dark green, and then he also wanted an unstable type of Preon or some type of unstable effect on the Return of the Jedi sound font, because by then his saber would be withering and basically going out. And so, yeah. So how to operate the saber, you can unscrew this pommel here. The chassis will just slide out and reveal the full thing. As far as screws go, you don't want to mess with this one. This one's just for show. You can technically use it as a retention blade screw, but I don't recommend it because it's so low to the inside the saber. There is one retention screw here. You'll have to have a 1.3 millimeter, very small retention screw, Allen key there. And then this is your plunger system. It's featuring one button. And so this will have a groove in there that will line up with this. There's an Allen key inside this button system. You won't have to take apart any of this unless you want to switch out the greeblies or whatever, the accent LEDs and stuff on there. Came with white ones and green ones. The reference photo that he sent me, they had the green bezels or whatever, LED greeblies on there, so I decided to use those. You can take it off. This is magnetized. It's kind of tough because it's a strong magnet, but you can take off the square piece here and switch out the green bezels as well. There's a magnet piece here that that's basically a cover for the screws that are underneath here. You can also take that off with some work. And so, yeah, to the chassis itself, it's very small, very compact. You've got a Shtok Echo connector there, Proffieboard 2.2 running ProffieOS 7.12. You've got a kill switch, off and then on. You've got a 18350 lithium battery, high drain battery. You've got a spring system, so positive is facing the kill switch and then negatives towards the speaker. The speaker is a 22 Veco, so very, very loud. And you've got a one-button system, and then you're not going to be able to see it unless the saber's on, but there's accent there and an accent underneath the button. So when I turn it on, you can see the accents there that shine through the greeblies there and there. And so you want to make sure to line up the button with the plunger there. It does have gesture features, so it might turn on like that. The customer did ask for swing on, so it might be easier to trigger. And sometimes, for me, swing on is very annoying just because it's very accidental sometimes. Alright, so without further ado, let's put in a blade and show you off the fonts. So we have a 24-inch blade. This blade is what comes with the saber. One thing to note is that it doesn't have a lot of blade depth just because it's a small saber in general. But this retention screw will do a good job at retention. You can see the greeblies a lot better light up. So the way that I have these set up is that it has a kind of heartbeat when the saber's off, so it'll go pulse, pulse, turn off, and then when the saber's on, it has the Luke Skywalker green arrow blinking. So just to give it a bit more liveliness, his previous sabers that I've done with accents were just to match the blade, so they'd be off when the saber's off, and then on when the blade was on, and it matched the blade color. So I wanted to give it a little bit more jazzed up there and make sure that the saber felt more alive. First up, we have Little Green Friend V1 by Kyberphonic. This is supposed to be like the TPM version. It came with TPM quotes, but it didn't come with a TPM version, so I made the V1 version the TPM version. It'll have the Episode 2, actually, ironically, boot sound for the font, but yeah. So I don't know how well you're going to be able to tell on camera, but this is more of a stable green. It's a custom color that I made back in the day. This is what I call cool green. This is actually a color grab from Return of the Jedi, which is the exact hex color of Return of the Jedi. So it's a bit lighter than the standard green for Proffie, and then it also made it so that the flicker is a bit more subtle, especially for this build. see that a lot better here. And so, now one thing to note too is that because the pieces are magnetized, you might hear vibrations from them. That's just something that came with the kind of a quirk that happened with these with the saber. But yeah, smooth swing, accents, flashes, blasters. So I'm pretty sure he's familiar with the button system currently, but just click for blasters, double click and hold for lightning block. Click 4 times for color changing. Multi-blast is hold and swing. You can just swing your saber, gab it, hold once more, let go. Oh, never mind. Click once more to get out of it. To get into quotes, you just hold it down for 2 seconds, let go.
The fear of loss is a path to the dark side.
Now this one has several quotes on there just for force effects. If you want to go into the quote player, you want to tilt the blade down, hold for 2 seconds, let go.
Hard to see the dark side is.
I forget how many he has for Phantom Menace, but I think Phantom Menace has some of the least quotes on there because he just doesn't make as much an appearance. But you can go through the track or quote player.
Master Qui-Gon, more to say have you? But you do. Revealed your opinion is trained as a Jedi. You request for him. Afraid, are you? I'll feel you.
This also has tons of, I guess I should lock up, hold, and clash. It has stab, melt, and all that other jazz. Let me see if I can get it. You can see that pretty well. Next up.
Master Yoda.
This is Little Green Friend V2 by Kyberphonic. This is the episode 2 version. And so with this version, again, most of the stuff on this is default. It has a lot more quotes on there. It has different, it has the same blade style, so all of these will be the same green. And then this has the track player on there as well. So D&D Ocean Arena. The battle between oceans even further. It has when Yoda arrives to the Battle of Dooku. Yoda versus Dooku, and then go back to the beginning. So yeah. So this one will sound a bit more crisp, a bit better than the V1 version. Again, that raspy here that you hear is... That rasp that you hear is the magnet section vibrating. Different quotes on this one.
The dark side clouds everything. Impossible to see. The Senator Amidala. Your tragedy on the landing platform, terrible. Seeing you alive brings warm feelings to my heart. But for certain, Senator, in grave danger, you are.
Yeah. Next up.
Long is the war. Only by surviving it will you prevail.
This is Grandmaster by K. Sith. This is going to be the Clone Wars inspired one. I made all the quotes, including the boot sound and all the quotes that you hear. This will have the TCW track on there. But yeah.
Too late it is. Sprung is the trap. Retreat you must. A disturbance in the Force there is. Amazing, the universe. Yes. Beautiful this moon is, Carry only what you need. Too much weight. Slow you down it will. Destroy Ventress. Your weapons will not. Come, come, Lieutenant. Hurry we must. To reach our goal. A straight path we will not follow. See? See? Size is not everything.
Yeah. Next up.
My little green friend.
This is Little Green Friend V2 by Kyberphonic. This is the episode 3 version. So, a little bit different with the ignitions, a little bit different with the swings, different blasters, and of course, different quotes.
Premonitions? Premonitions? These visions you have. Yourself you speak of, or someone you know. Close to you. Careful you must be when sensing the future, Anakin. The fear of loss is a path to the dark side.
Yeah. As well as Duel of Fates during the scene where he fights the Emperor in the Senate halls. Yeah.
I'm not looking for a friend. I'm looking for a Jedi Master.
So this is BK Saber Sounds Yoda. I forget the exact name, but this is gonna be the ESB version of Yoda. So it has a slower ignition as well as the dark green that I mentioned. You can see a lot better here. And of course you got blasters and all other jazz. Different quotes and stuff for this one.
Away with your weapon! I mean you no harm! I am wondering, why are you here?
I'm looking for someone.
Looking? Found someone you have, I would say.
Right.
Help do I get? Yes.
I don't think so.
There's such long quotes I forget.
Patience! With a Jedi, it is time to eat as well.
So I have basically the two big scenes or sequences that Yoda has. So once when he meets him, and then again when he lifts the X-wing out. It has two tracks on there. One will be the ambience. I can show that real quick. One will be the ambience, and then one will be the training thing when Yoda's on his back. It's the same audio basically, just different stuff. Very long, I apologize.
Yes, run! Yes, Jedi strength flows from the Force. But beware of the dark side.
Yeah.
Anger, fear, aggression.
Next up,
Master Yoda.
this is the Return of the Jedi version. This is the same BK Sabers Yoda sound font, but I added an unstable sound to it at the beginning for like a Prion, and then of course it has the same darker green with the higher flicker, and then several quotes that I was able to sample. And so, yeah. So again, that Saber's getting old, Yoda's gonna pass away. It's gonna be like if Yoda Saber did survive and didn't have a lot of maintenance.
Rest thy maid. Yes, rest. Your father is. Told you, did he? Unexpected this is. Oh. Unfortunate that you rushed to face him. That incomplete was your training. That remained not ready for the Jedi strength. Flows from the Force. But beware. Anger, fear, depression. The dark side are they. Once you start down the dark path, forever will it dominate your destiny. No, do not underestimate the powers of the Emperor. Yourself, your father's fate, when gone am I. The last of the Jedi will you be. Look. There is another. Stop.
Let's also have a track player on there. Of course, little Yoda's hut during Return of the Jedi. And then ambience raining on Dagobah when he does pass. Yeah.
Master Yoda.
And we're back to the beginning. So that concludes the install review for the Dagobah Duo Yoda Lightsaber from the prequels. Of course, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope the customer enjoys the saber. Have a wonderful day, and may the Force be with you.